Run it back, nation. What is good? It is your boy DJs with Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Listen, let's get into the undrafted players that Daryl Morey, the 76ers general manager, genius of basketball operations, picked up after doing absolutely nothing in the NBA draft, not making a trade, not buying a second-round pick like they said they were trying to do. But either way, let's just look at the players, okay, that they did pick up and try to assess maybe if they have some NBA potential, okay? Now, the first thing I want to say before we get into this is pump your damn brakes, okay? All right. This is what you guys do every single offseason. You see a guy like a Mac McClung. You see some guy in the G League. You see some undrafted player, and you act like he should have went top 10 in the NBA draft, but he slipped and fell to us. I had somebody tell me one of these players should have went first round, but he slipped to us. Like he physically, like what happened? What happened? He was there in the draft, and he literally slipped and fell out of his seat and landed in Philadelphia. It doesn't make any sense. Stop it. All I'm saying is there's a reason these players were not drafted into the NBA. Now you can find a Max Strus, a Gabe Vincent, a Duncan Robinson. You can find these guys, sure. The Sixers don't have Eric Spoelstra. Nick Nurse isn't exactly known for playing undrafted players. All I'm saying is just stop feeding me this, like, look at this incredible length and defensive ability, and this is exactly what the Sixers need. We're going to look at the players and see what we think of them, but, bro, just stop. They're not NBA stars that fell to us out of the draft. That's all I'm saying. But let's get down to business, okay? We're going to jump right over to my guy, Jacob Moreno. Shout out to my young bull, owner of Sixers Country on Instagram. Good dude. Follow his Instagram page at Sixer Country, sorry. He gave us this little thread here. Get to know the newest Sixers. All right. So you got a boy out of Arizona, white guy. I'm assuming he's a shooter. Okay. You got my dude out of NC State in the middle. And you got young bull on the far right out of Arkansas who looks like a absolute tank. Hopefully he's as good on the court as he is in the weight room. Look at my dude, man. Pause. Here we go. Listen. Ricky Council fourth. Now this is a player that, a couple people have been telling me about on Twitter, and he has 3 brothers with the same exact name. I don't know if that has any, it's just weird to me, but Ricky Council, check him out. Great athlete, excels in transition, elite size and strength, can get to the rim, draw contact, defends guards and forwards, and is a poor 3-point shooter. Elite size and strength. Elite size and strength on what level? You just can't really. You got to take all of it with a grain of salt. But we are going to look at what he looked like, in some college highlights here against Troy, and try to assess here. There he is with the jumper at the top of the key, high release. Sorry for the blurry video here. There's a little cross, made my dude fall on his butt right there. Boom. That's a good cross right there. Nice little up and under finish. So, you know what I mean? Council looks at, that's a nice change of direction or just a terrible angle by the defender. But here's a nice little up and under one hand to two hand. And this reminds me of the Michael Jordan play I was talking about a couple days ago that everybody acts like is one of the greatest things ever. And I was like, bro, kids do this in high school. What are we talking about? Look at this. Boom. To layup. If that was in 1992, the announcers would have freaked out, and this kid would have went number 1 overall unanimously. Yeah, he does have a nice change of direction. He's got some decent ball handling skills on him. That was a nice little Euro step fadeaway floater. I guess we can look at it like, does he have more game than Furkan Korkmaz? I don't know. That was a travel probably too, but they didn't call it because, refs can't count, or there's just so many new moves now that they don't really know what's going on. Yeah, I don't really know how to assess him. For him to be able to crack the rotation and get into the, on the floor with the Sixers, he would have to be a good three-point shooter. He was a 27% three-point shooter in college, so doesn't really check off any boxes that we're looking for. If it's just the length and transition game, we have Jalen McDaniels. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe down the road, but I get like Julian Champagny vibes. You know what I mean? These players that people talked about that you just gotta realize they weren't drafted for a reason. Mariel Shayuk, remember him? Mini KD, never got a minute in the NBA. Tarquavian Smith, solid three-point shooter. Okay, elite mid-range pull-up, great at coming off of dribble handoffs, a cheat code off the pick and pop. It's a nice, interesting use of words, my guy, Jake. A cheat code off the pick and pop. Quick first step. Size is a concern on both ends. Can pickpocket from the POA. Here's Tarquavian out of NC State. There's a nice little floater. Says solid three-point shooter. Didn't give us a percentage. Hey, there's a nice finish there. There's a nice finish against size. There's a nice finish against size inside. Let's see around the pick and roll all the way in with that's a tough finish right there. I like the tenacity right there. I like the body control in the air. There he is again. I mean, maybe my dude right here just isn't quite an all-worldly defender. But he has good finishing skills through contact. A nice little pull-up jumper right there. I don't know if that went in. They cut us off. So there's Tarquavian. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. You let me know in the comments. And Azualis Tubulus. Sorry. I'm just going to say A-T. Is our guy A-T right here. Elite two-way rebounder. Plays back to the basket, efficient with a great touch, takes advantage of mismatches, moves quickly for a big, good pick and roll partner, solid rim protector. Here's our guy AT. In the paint, lefty hook, nice. Quality, fundamentals. Where's AT at again? Is he under the basket? He is. That's too easy. No, I wanted to see his three-point shot. That was, anyone tall could have made a couple of these. Let's see. Where's our guy AT at? Pick and roll, lefty finish through contact. Okay. It's a nice finish. Probably gets smacked off the backboard in the NBA, but and here we go again. Does he get his turnaround jumper or something? No, another lefty hook. Is he left-handed? I have no idea. But there's our dude AT, all right? Shout out to Jacob Moreno, Sixer Country, for filling us in, giving us the deets, giving us the info. And our guy Sean Bernard drops a little thing right here that gives us our Tarquavian Smith stats 2023. 18 points per game, 4 assists, 3.6 rebounds, shot 33.6% from three. Jacob Moreno called him a solid three-point shooter. Sean Bernard tells us that he shot 33% against NBA. Against not NBA talent. That's the bad three-point percentage. But Tyrese Maxey shot 29% in college, so take it with a grain of salt. Ricky Council, the fourth, 16 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, and a whopping 27% from three. There they are. Those are the guys. They are projects. They might turn into something. They might not. They are probably playing the G League. I'm not. No. I guess if I had to pick one, I think Tarquavian Smith has the most, potential NBA talent out of any of these guys. His ball control, his body control, finishing through contact, and a slightly below average 3-point percentage in college right here, but maybe that can improve. He seems to have quickness. We'll see. But there they are. Eastwood is not absolutely blown away by any of these, but they're undrafted, and it is what it is. I'm just saying, they're undrafted for a reason. Pump the brakes, bro. Hey, y'all have a good day, man. I'm out of here. Peace.